With the release of D4DJ Groovy Mix's beta version in a couple of days, we figured that it is best to get you all caught up with D4DJ before the Japanese game's release, along with the anime series coming on the 22nd of October. We'll be going over aspects from how the D4DJ project started, how the franchise has grown, and how it has gained traction up to this point. I am Megane from the Chinny Clan, and this is everything you need to know about D4DJ. Disclaimer, keep in mind that a lot of dates I will be mentioning in this video are rough estimates with the sources I have. Furthermore, the dates I mention will be based on my time zone of Pacific Daylight Time / Pacific Standard Time, and I will mention any necessary clarifications in the description below. With that, let's get rolling. D4DJ is a mixed media project started by Bushiroad, the same people behind beloved franchises like Cardfight Vanguard, Bang Dream, Revue Starlight, and the Weiss Schwarz card game. This project was revealed to the world on April 5, 2019, with the announcement of D4DJ First Live scheduled for July 20th and 21st, 2019. This video also revealed 8 silhouettes of characters which were later announced to be the 2 key groups of the franchise, Happy Around and Piki Piki, more of them later on. The initial announcement also took a look at background staff running D4DJ, with Takaki Kidani, CEO of Bushiroad, as the executive producer, Ko Nakamura as the original story writer, who was also the person behind the story of Bang Dream anime's first season, Masahiro Nakayama as a supervising producer who was on the Wake Up Girls production committee, and Shigeru Saito as one of the music producers who worked as part of Lantis and has produced music for anime across multiple studios. Going back to the whole mixed media project concept, this franchise will have a focus on 3 parts which we'll be going over in this video: live performances, a rhythm game, and an anime series. This is the origin of the franchise, and now we'll be looking at each aspect specifically with how they have grown up to this point. A big trend that has grown recently in the previous decade, not just Japan but for even the Western audiences, is anime concerts. Anime is a portmanteau of anime and song. It has been a key feature within otaku culture, spanning across different parts of the music industry, such as 2.5D idol franchises like The Idolmaster and Love Live, anime opening / ending singers like Claire S and Lisa, and even in-house products from Bushiroad such as Bang Dream and Revue Starlight, which were mentioned before. Lives have been integral within Japan, and have also sold out big venues such as Saitama Super Arena and even the Tokyo Dome. So how was D4DJ going to do lives differently? First off, they utilize a lot of choreography and inspirations to how idol franchises do, but with a smaller cast. Coincidentally or not, D4DJ has a simple formula of groups with 4 members each. 3 singers and dancers, and 1 DJ, with the exception of Rondo, who has a singer, guitarist, DJ, and VJ. With this simple but effective formula, they have made good use of stage presence quite well, and the music matches up similar to concert performances from Western groups such as Jack U or Swedish House Mafia. Also, I really like the structure that Bang Dream does, with their lives of having 4 core live bands, while D4DJ having all 6 main groups perform. But to be fair, it does feel a bit easier with more focusing on dancing than performing with an instrument on stage, unless you are a DJ. This is why I think they have done a good job implementing a similar group structure, but I will explain more when I cover group affiliation later on in this video. The combination of anime elements and the attribute elements from an actual DJ performance help garner people to enjoy the franchise. Special guests from Raise the Seiyu helped greatly on the first day of D4DJ's first live. This was great considering that both the group from Bang Dream and the groups of D4DJ share similar styles. This was a great benchmark to improve upon, and it got even better with subsequent events such as Second Live, D4 Fest Departure, their online lives during the global lockdown with all groups, and #D4DJ DJ time segments with one chosen Seiyuu, Japanese voice actor or actress, per stream, and recently, D4DJ D4 Fest Love Hug Groovy streamed on YouTube for all to see. Before the pandemic caused the global lockdown, however, crowds did play an integral role of enjoyment and even changed up a bit how people cheer at lives. In typical anime concerts, audience members wave pen lights and shout calls to show their support for the performers, and even became integral for the performance itself. What D4DJ has contributed is the introduction of bangles, circular bracelets that light up via group color, as the tool to facilitate crowd interaction instead of your traditional pen light. I was fortunate enough to buy myself one at Kara Expo USA 2019 to show support during the Piki Piki mini live at the event. Overall, D4DJ's live performances have been superb, and the way they do lives differently from other Anasong live events is one of the reasons why you should give the franchise a chance if you haven't already. On February 1st, 2020, the highly anticipated D4DJ game announcement was revealed. The game is published by Bushiroad, of course, and Donuts, who worked on the Tokyo 7 Sisters rhythm game. On the 19th of that same month, a demo version of the game called D4DJ Groovy Mix D4U Edition released. This has been used to showcase some beat maps and gameplay, along with some medley tracks inspired by other franchises such as Street Fighter and Megane that will be added to the main game to give a taste for upcoming songs. I plan to do a separate video specifically discussing about the ins and outs of the game, but something I do want to highlight is the overall uniqueness. Along with the up flicks on the sides of the beat map, the main thing that has stuck out with the game is the fader. The fader is something that has not been applied to a game before, with not just utilizing the main tapping notes but also the inclusion of side flicks, and different techniques one has to do to maintain a combo. This is why a lot of people are intrigued with the game because of this new gimmick, and I cannot wait to see the perception of this within the community with more sampled songs past the stuff on D4U. Another thing that is great about Groovy Mix is the dedication of both cover and remix songs. If you have seen various D4DJ lives, they tend to mix things up with both original and cover songs, similar to what Bang Dream does. Every day since September 25th, 1 month before the game's official release, they have revealed a new cover song or game medley that will be added into the game. I will talk about this in my conclusions about why this is great overall, but for now, this is a great way to promote an upcoming game. I said at the start of the video, this game will release its beta in a couple of days on October 18th in Japanese time. The main game will release a week after the beta on October 25th, which you can pre-order in both the App Store and Google Play Store with a Japanese account. Lastly, for all of those who do not have a way to download in Japanese or are just waiting for a potential English release, you're in luck because during Bushiroad's Anime Expo Light panel, they announced that D4DJ Groovy Mix will be getting an English release in 2021. This video as well will be a great resource to look back to for those of you who are getting into the franchise after that releases. During the September 22nd, 2020 stream, D4DJ announced they will finally be releasing their anime series, D4DJ First Mix, with the first episode airing on October 30th of this year. Good news, however, that the first episode will premiere on October 22nd at 8 AM Pacific Standard Time on the D4DJ Global YouTube channel, 1 week earlier than the official airing date, with the second episode premiering on November 6th at 6 AM Pacific Standard Time. A big thing coming from this livestream is the number of channels and platforms where the anime will be available for viewing. YouTube being a marquee platform, possibly because of a precedent where Car5 Vanguard is uploaded, Crunchyroll, Funimation, High Dive, which was the main platform for Review Starlight for some time, along with both the second and third seasons of Bang Dream, Anime Network, and many others. This anime will also be distributed in a lot of subtitled languages and also dubbed in English, Spanish, and Chinese. The anime production company is Sangdizen, which was responsible for the aforementioned Bang Dream second and third seasons, Argonavis from Bang Dream, and even some of the more recent D4DJ music videos. This story will also be written by Ko Nakamura, as we mentioned earlier. I am very optimistic of how this anime will turn out, and we will see how much additional interest it will garner. An aspect of the franchise that was not mentioned in depth in regards to their main focuses as a mixed media project is their Seiyuu depth. In every Bushiroad franchise so far, they have shown that they are very good with talent when it comes to voicing/performing as a character. Just look at franchises we have mentioned earlier like Bang Dream, Review Starlight, and even other new franchises such as Assault Lily and the upcoming Road 59 franchise. D4DJ is no exception, and they have a lot of great avenues for you all to go to. For example, let's look at Happier Round, which is the more eccentric group with their upbeat and fun music. Rinku Aimoto Seiyuu is Yuka Nishio, who is the face for D4DJ as the main character, along with being a new Seiyuu. She is starting to build her resume up as being a core Seiyuu for Bushiroad, with other roles such as Yu from Reaper for You, and Nanami of Morphonica for Bang Dream. Another good example we can look at is from Piki Piki, a cooler vibe group with stunning lyrics. Kyoko Yamete Seiyuu, who is none other than Aimi, voiced Kasumi of Poppin' Party, also from Bang Dream. I can probably go off of a list of accomplishments for each group Seiyuu, but that would take me quite a while. But the takeaway is that this franchise is stacked, to quote one of my teammates. If you think that the main cast isn't enough to garner your attention, look no further than Groovy Mix's supporting cast announced on their previously mentioned September 22nd stream. This stream included 3 new groups, Scarlet Canary, Lynx Eyes, and an unknown all-male DJ group. Big names came from this announcement, including Arisa Komiya, known for her role as Daya Kurosawa in Love Live Sunshine, Hinako Umemura from the band Silent Siren, and Daigo from the Vanguard series. To reiterate and hammer home the point, this franchise is quite stacked, and chances are you will be able to find something you like in terms of characters and Seiyuu, with 6 main groups plus 3 supporting groups within Groovy Mix. Now here are some reasons why I got into the franchise in the first place. The first and big reason why I love the D4DJ franchise is that this is something I have been waiting for in terms of my own taste in music. I am a huge fan of electronic music. From Megane to Teddy Lloyd, I really love the beats and the enjoyment of how it feels. I am also a fan of EDM subgenres, with my 2 favorites being chill step and future bass. I think that D4DJ has a very good variety in this regard. If I want a more soother and calming feel, then I would listen to Lyrical Lily. If I want a rock-like feel with some serious tones, then I'd listen to Rondo. There's a reason why on Twitter, I change a lot of my rankings depending on my mood and how passionate I am with this amount of changes I put in, not just willy-nilly. It's so great that it combines 2 things I love, EDM and Anasong. Sure, fans have done something like this before with their own performances, but an officially supported franchise like D4DJ is the icing on the cake, and a big reason why I enjoy the franchise. Another big reason is the global reach. When I went to Kara Expo USA last year and sat front row for the D4DJ unit meeting in USA, the big thing I wanted to see was how the people of D4DJ, Seiyuu in particular, are able to explain the franchise to people who are new to it. I want to do something like them with this video, to showcase the franchise, its key points, and the potential it has for the future. This is not just happening internally but also externally. Just look at Photon Maiden as a group. They are a group that is not just appealing thanks to their futuristic aesthetics, but also their style of music. Their group focuses on adding English lyrics within their songs for a lot of people to sing along. Sure, other groups do the same thing with touches of English, but this is one reason why they are my favorite group, because of how they are able to utilize the English language so liberally in their songs. I think that this is perfect for captivating Western and global audiences, because it shows that language and cultural barriers are meant to be broken. A lot of the time, it is hard for some people to get into certain genres due to not knowing the lyrics. However, the beat solves everything, and adding the extra length to splash some English in is the cherry on top, to appeal especially towards people who haven't been familiar with Anasong. I recommend go checking out A Lot of Life from Photon Maiden. It's possibly my favorite music video ever. I really enjoy how there is a niche appeal toward with not just Japanese audiences, but even Western audiences, and it shows with their Twitter page, English web page, and even the quick push of Groovy Mix to English. The last thing I want to do is talk about the reach with the old and new franchises. Like what Bang Dream does, they have sort of a pick and choose element and cover songs that you might have forgotten or know of currently. Happy Around has covered Moonlight Densetsu in a couple of lives, and it was not just a simple vocal cover, but they toyed around the old school style to make a modern spin. And speaking of modern, D4DJ will be covering a recently released Assault Lily song for some context. Being able to do what Bang Dream has done with acknowledging these franchises is great, and it's not just with the covers, but remixes and medleys for video games and even wrestling entrance theme songs. D4DJ has a wide range of appeal towards different areas, and I think that this will be a great stepping stone for referring to possibly forgotten anime or bring forth some good nostalgia. To end this video off, I want to show you all 2 resources to get started for those who are interested in getting into the hype of D4DJ. Obviously, first thing to check out is the D4DJ official English website. It has everything you want to know and even references back to the current original Japanese mediums, like the Japanese YouTube channel where you can check out current happenings like D4DJ TV with the Seiyuu of the franchise, and as well MV releases or past live streams. Go check out the global Twitter page in conjunction with the original website as well, which quote tweets stuff from the Japanese Twitter. The other recommended resource I have is the D4DJ subreddit. This is a great place to get your questions answered, and there's a very good community on here that you can share pictures or posts with. The 2 resources are great foundations on how you can become a fellow diggler. Thank you all so much for watching this video if you have reached this point. This video is the start of my D4DJ content creation with the Chinny clan, and I hope that this made you interested with the franchise if you were not already. And if you already are, I look forward to enjoying D4DJ with you. Again, I am open to constructive criticism as this is my first time doing something like this, so feedback in order to improve for the next D4DJ video would be appreciated. As a reminder, I am the exclusive Twitch streamer of the Chinny clan, and I plan to get streams out this Saturday and Sunday at the usual time, 1 PM to 3 PM Pacific Daylight Time. On top of that, please go check out my Twitter at Megane if you want more information about when I plan to stream Groovy Mix. I'm hoping to get a stream going as soon as the beta releases, along with the side anime reaction streams to highlight on my secondary channel, twitch.tv/ChinnyClanMegane, and my side YouTube as well. Other than that, please share this video with your fellow peers, and be sure to subscribe if you want information on the franchise, and until then, continue to embrace the darkness and keep supporting the Chinny Clan.